trying to steal something called a pulse bomb. Not as long as the pulse bomb is Earth's best defense against the machine empire. Pretty fancy talk, considering we rarely, if ever, see the military fighting off any of the aliens that keep trying to conquer Earth. Only now are they getting around to building bombs and crap. We cut to some time later where the Rangers are being thanked by the real military for saving the day. Of course, in the crowd are the true heroes of the show. The Rangers take all the credit. After all, at this point in the series, the two are members of the Angel Grove Junior Police Force. A name that sounds like it was made for 4-year-olds who do arts and crafts and events sponsored by the real police. Man, are these guys the coolest or what? They've sure got what it takes. All right, like you know. Yeah, Billy, you wish you had the guts and skill it takes to be a Zeo Ranger. Or a junior police cadet. I guess you're right. I'm no ranger. Time for backstory! Originally the Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger voluntarily stepped down from his role when the Zeo Crystal could only provide power to 5 Rangers, instead becoming the Rangers' technical advisor. Poor Billy, I think he really misses being on the team. Yeah, it can't be easy watching us get all the action and all the honors. Not that we'll ever actually try to do anything about it, we're only kind of hit things. In the M51 Galaxy, we take a look at the show's original villains. Time for backstory! At the beginning of Zeo, the original villains, Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed, were forced off of their moon base by the Machine Empire and retreated to Rita's dad's place in another galaxy. They swore vengeance and planned to come back and take back what was theirs, but instead they ended up, as fans speculate, spending their time having a kid instead. That kid ended up looking like this. Horrible if you think too much about it. Anyway, Rita's father, Master Bile, is sheltering them, but their world has come under attack by the Machine Empire. Bile summons the two, wondering what the hell Mondo has against him all of a sudden, but the two pretend not to know. Back on Earth, the Rangers return to civilian mode in Angel Grove High. Kat, the Pink Ranger, asks Tommy if he'd be interested in seeing her ballet rehearsal. Tommy, confused by the fact that his head has become slightly misshapen, stumbles in a response before 2 random teams come up. I was gonna say, you could come with us to the auditions for Camelot. What? Camelot? I'm Justine. She's president of the drama club. Oh yes, Tommy, you've just got to come. Please, you'd make a perfect Lancelot. They're serious? Camelot? Oh. Camelot is my favorite movie and musical ever! It is. Kat is saddened by this turn of events, but I never cared about the forced romance the show tried to make with the two. We see a montage of the team and some bizarre narration captions. Quiet, determined Adam, dedicated to spiritual growth through his martial arts training. Nothing quite says a spiritual growth as much as flying through the air and kicking a board that was floating for no reason. Adventurous, fun-loving Rocky, who always knows how to keep things light. No. Rocky was not like that. Okay, anyway, Camelot auditions, and the supposedly fun-loving Rocky who keeps things light is doing crappy parody lyrics. Get it? Spam-a-lot rhymes with Camelot. Monty Python, you are not Rocky. If I could, I would get Richard Harris to punch you in the face. Down to earth, Tommy. Popular? Oh, yes. Down to earth? Well, let me put it this way. Tommy went from a race car driver to a science professor of paleontology in the span of about 10 years or so, along with a teaching license for high school science. Are you sure I'm right for this Lancelot part? Well, there's only one way to find out. A love scene with the Queen. Right before I'm burned at the stake for my adultery. Wait. Usually an in-control, take charge young woman. Well, we won't finish that for you. Her embarrassment at being easily distracted by thoughts of men pretty much speaks for itself. We cut to more Bulk and Skull antics. Backstory! Henria's goons, Goldar and Rito, have lost their memory and, screw it, enjoy two monsters singing Billy Don't Be a Hero while Bulk and Skull cover for them. A real problem keeping a focus for more than one page at a time. We return to Master Val's palace, where Clank, the footman of the Machine Empire, makes demands. Also, for those unaware, Clank is a robot with a Scottish accent. All we're asking is you surrender Lord Zed to us. You see, Zed never forgave Mondo for kicking him off the moon. So Zed's been plotting to destroy Mondo and take back his lunar base. And to further his schemes, Zed has been secretly experimenting with some kind of great power right under your nose. And the Machine Empire knew about him doing this. How exactly? Master Val thinks they should just hand over Zed, but Zed has a plan to repel their attack. We come to the power chamber, where Zed is contacting— Whoa! Zordon! What the hell happened to you, man? Did someone lump Listerine in your tube? Where did the more detailed face come from? Anyway, Zed requests the Rangers come to his rescue. Zordon, Billy, and Alpha 5, not being idiots, ask why the heck they should bother coming to his rescue. Oh, if you must know, I saved the energies of your old power coins. The coins that once gave the Power Rangers their abilities before the Zeo Crystal. And if you did have that energy, why did you never use it before? What? Those are our powers! You destroyed the coins and stole our powers?
Billy, please, this isn't the time for old animosities. Zed is right. If Mondo gets a hold of those energies, Earth could be in grave danger.
As opposed to the mild danger they were in, what with the thousands of robot troops trying to take over the planet. Back at the lunar base of King Mondo, equipped with its own Ferris wheel, it seems that King Mondo and Queen Machina were listening in on Zed's transmission and know that Zed has called for help. Perhaps your armies should retreat. Retreat? With the energies of the power coins at stake? Now we know we have something to fight for! So, you didn't even know what was going on with Zed, you just felt like sending your army to attack him? At the power chamber, the Rangers discussed the situation, not happy about helping Zed. Also, Tommy has spontaneously become black now. And just as a reminder, when I watched Power Rangers as a kid, I didn't have TiVo to skip through the morphing sequence. So, like before, you must sit through it as well. 30 seconds! Sometimes I just need to be a bit cruel to you all. The Zeo Megazord. Hey, cool, Billy. I didn't know this thing could go into space. Everybody wave to the Martians kidnapping Santa Claus. The Megazord gave us interstellar capabilities. Interstellar travel courtesy of a high school student. Of course, don't you know? Science? He should get his hopes up that even if they do recover the energies of the power coins, there may be no way to restore his own abilities. Billy says that it isn't about his powers, but about keeping them away from Zed and Mondo. That's all that matters. Besides, we rely on footage from Japanese shows, and we're extremely cheap. There's no way we're springing for new footage with me in an old costume. After a quick journey. Yeah, Quick doesn't even begin to cover that, considering they entered an entirely different galaxy. Naturally, the sight of millions of robot soldiers does not deter the Rangers, and 3 of them head out to fight them off on their own. You know, I've made fun of the Rangers being kind of stupid before, but it takes a unique kind of insanity to take on an entire army using just your fists and feet. Tanya, Rocky, take the Zeo fighters! Because we have those now, apparently! Yeah, Zeo is one of my favorite Power Rangers seasons, and I don't quite remember those. Billy stays in the Megazord because, hey, it's a giant robot. It's probably the most effective weapon they could have in this situation. Of course, the plan of sending out 3 of them to fight with martial arts against robots was rather dumb of them, so we see Tommy and Kat having difficulties with the cogs. Kat, I'm kind of grounded here. Can you give me a hand? Hey, I got problems too, you know. You're not the only one who needs a little support from your friends every now and then. My being pissed off at you about a ballet recital is obviously more important than our imminent deaths. Kat apologizes, realizing how stupid she was for getting angry. Adam, meanwhile, defeats a cog via Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler?
fighters and 3 people doing karate, the army of robots is thoroughly defeated. However, the Machine Empire isn't done yet, naturally sending out a giant monster to fight the Zeo Megazord because this is Power Rangers and it always comes down to a giant robot fighting a giant monster. While the Rangers take a beating, Clank runs off to strike a deal with Master Vile, Zed and Rita cheering on the Rangers. Vile agrees to hand over the Power Coin energies to Clank, and said energies look a lot like gummy worms. Okay. The monster keeps unleashing its firepower on the Megazord. Realizing that their own weapons are ineffective, they grab one of the monster's missiles out of the air and sends it right back at him, ending the episode, or comic, with a bang. The Rangers head down and demand the energies from Zed and Rita. However, Vile reveals that he's already handed over the energies. And so our comic ends with Billy saying that they've got to do something. With those energies, Mondo can easily conquer the Earth, or destroy it. Wait, you guys have been away from the Earth for a day or so now. Don't you think the Machine Empire would have attacked the Earth while you were gone? Crap.
Next, desperate measures.
Alright, time for the next issue. I can't wait to see how this is resolved. From what I can find while researching, there were more issues of the Zeo comic drawn, but never published due to Image losing the license. I haven't been able to get any confirmed explanations for what would happen next, but I did read a few rumors. It's really disappointing because, well, setting aside my nitpicking snarkiness, this wasn't that bad. I could totally see this issue as an episode, and the dialogue didn't have too much to make fun of. Though here's something that I need to track down. Apparently there was, in fact, a crossover between Power Rangers Zeo and Young. In fact, I've never seen this before, and I want to track it down, and it must have been published since there are sales figures for it. Still, like I said, there's no conclusion to the story, and that's a big letdown. Hold it! Morphin' time!
Wah, wah, wah.
Crap! I grow weary of your flesh. Prices and resources have made me even more powerful than before, you insolent. Unlike last time, my software cannot simply be overridden. Fine then. Liz, little help
Oh crap.
I am invincible to your weapons. Everything that you have used has been filed, cataloged, and adapted to. They are worthless.
Well, you haven't fought me before, Tin Face. Let's see how you deal against a real metalhead.
Deal with the woman. I will have no more interruptions by shattering things.
Shield.
Good. Let's sit there.